get ready with me as I am about to go on a date. We are almost at the time where we're going to Europe. We have like 6 days. So I want to recap a little bit of what we're going to do on that trip on the post-deployment leave block. And I'm also going to do my hair, do my makeup for our date night. We're going to a piano bar in Wilmington. So come with me to do all of that. I'm doing like a messy bun situation because it is raining here and I do not like to play with the rain here. Like it sometimes gets a little out of hand, I'll admit. And so I'm definitely not interested in playing with the rain today if it's gonna be crazy. And I just don't want my hair looking crazy for our date night. So this is my messy bun. I do the Delaney Childs one, so if you want more of a tutorial, I can give one to you. I really don't know. I just do what I think looks decent and go from there. I am so excited. We are leaving for Europe soon, as I mentioned, and we're going to like 3 or 4 different countries. And I think that it's just gonna be really good. Michael has now been home for 35 days, so like right over a month, and I feel like we've just learned so much about each other because again, we literally didn't spend 8 months together. So I feel like you're just kind of in that stage where you're learning a lot about each other again, learning a lot about kind of what you want, what your hopes, your dreams are. Michael's career in the military is pretty interesting right now. So we're kind of at a point where we're deciding if we're staying in, if we're getting out, what that's gonna look like if we are staying in, what it's gonna look like if we're getting out. And honestly, a lot of those decisions are not easy decisions. They're hard ones that come with a lot of prayer and honestly a lot of just like seeking wisdom, asking the Lord like where he wants us next, because we have no idea where the Lord wants us next. Okay, I'm gonna start with some bronzer. My face has been breaking out so bad, which honestly sucks, but I stopped taking my acne medication because I was having stomach problems, but now I'm severely regretting that due to the fact that my face is broke out. And I don't really want to have a broke out face going to Europe, but you know, we can't win them all, ladies. But we're going to Austria, Switzerland, Italy, and Germany. I can't remember exactly the towns. I know we're going to Innsbruck, Austria. I know we're going to Munich, Germany. I think we're going to either St. Moritz or Davos, Switzerland. And then we're going to Milan. So we're flying in and out of Milan. I'm just excited to kind of get that time with Michael back. If you watched my last video, you know that I just did an entire video about kind of what I've learned post-deployment and what I feel like you need to know if you're about to go through post-deployment, or just my best advice for being a military girlfriend or military wife, fiance, and spouse. It is difficult, and so I feel like that's honestly one of the reasons why I started TikTok, was to find community and just get to share my experience, especially as I needed an outlet, I felt like, for deployment. I was just so in my head about everything. I didn't know how it was gonna be with him leaving. I moved back to Texas for deployment, and so there was just a lot of like change in our lives, and I felt as if TikTok was going to be my outlet for that. And so if you have followed me over from TikTok, thank you so much. I am so appreciative. I feel like my biggest fear with TikTok shutting down was the fact that I was going to lose like all of the people that I truly care about and have developed such a good relationship with. I'm kind of a chaotic and messy person, but I think that that is like the most beautiful thing about TikTok, was like I got to share those chaotic and messy parts of my life with everyone, and it just was like a safe space to like, I don't know, share like what was happening in my life and be like kind of a creative outlet. And so I'm really hoping that YouTube can be the same. Like, I know that so many people have found like a community that they love here on YouTube, and I'm honestly really hoping that I can do the same. I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like, and I ask that y'all would just have grace and kind of bear with me as I'm figuring out the algorithm, as I'm figuring out what you guys want to see still. I feel like TikTok was one of those things that it was so casual. Like I could just post like a get ready with me, and it wasn't like a ton of work going into it. It wasn't a ton of editing. And so this is just radically different because it is the opposite of that. Like it is not easy to just upload a YouTube video, cut and dry. Not at all, if you know anything about YouTube. And so bear with me as I'm figuring these things out, please, because I don't know what I'm doing. And usually I dye my eyebrows, but I honestly haven't dyed them for the last like couple of months, and I don't like them not dyed. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like it keeps me from like filling them in. Like I feel like it's just so much easier if I'm not. I might have to pin this. Also, get lots of bobby pins if you want to do a messy bun. So in Europe, some of the things we are gonna do are skiing, course. I really want to just see like the cute little like German towns. Like, you know, everyone always posts about like, oh, the cute little German towns. I want to go. I lived actually in Germany when I was 16 for a few months and absolutely loved it. And that is actually where Michael and I want to go. And so one of the things we're considering if we like can stay in the Marine Corps is the fact that we want orders to Frankfurt. And I don't know what will come to fruition of that. Like, I have no freaking idea, but I do know that it's something we both desire. We feel like a kind of a call on our hearts to go internationally and kind of see how it all plays out and comes into fruition. But I'm excited to be able to like share that chapter with you guys, because I'm just grateful that anyone wants to be here. I'm grateful that all of you guys have even subscribed and followed me. I feel like this is kind of like a weird dream come true. I recently just told my job that I'm gonna be stepping away. I do want to say that I'm incredibly humbled and grateful for honestly all of what social media has done in my life, and part of the reason I feel like the Lord is calling me to step away from my job is to pursue social media full-time, which is truly something I never thought that I would say. I never thought the Lord would call me to do something like that, but it's something that my husband fully supports. Like, he literally is the one that was like, I want to get you this camera. Like, I think that this is going to be like the next step. I'm obviously going to be vlogging all of our trip to Europe and sharing it with you guys. And I just feel a call in my life to like share what this life looks like. Like, I'm a normal person from a normal town in Texas. I am not someone that grew up wealthy. I'm not someone that had money. Like, if anything, we literally went bankrupt when I was a kid. Like, that is not my story. And I feel like God has just put such a unique personality in me, of like this person that didn't come from anything crazy. I'm not the Alex Earl of the situation, and I'll be the first to tell you that. You know, I didn't have that lifestyle, and I think that that's a beautiful thing for people to see. I think it's a beautiful thing for people to see that I am normal, that I was called to get married at a really young age while I was in college. I graduated and went to college when I was 17 years old. And so to be able to like just showcase, I think, the normality of it's okay wherever God has called you, whether that is literally to be an accountant or to be a wife or to be a mom. Like, I think that I bring something to the table by just being a normal person. And that's not something that you see on social media. Like, you see even, and I love people like Sadie Robinson. Like, I genuinely, they have like transformed so many things in my faith. But I think the thing that is missing is even boiling down to like Sadie Robinson. Like, she grew up on television with money. And I'm not saying that that diminishes anything she has to say, but Like, there is just a lack on social media of normal people who are called to do normal things, who are pursuing Jesus and showing that this life is hard, it can be difficult, but with God, it is possible and it's exciting. And you're right, I did tell my job I was leaving, and I don't have another source of income. Like, literally my only other source was semi TikTok, and it wasn't like I was rolling in it on TikTok. If anyone knows, like, it's not like they pay an insane amount. They don't. And so I think what I really want, if nothing else, is for people to know that wherever God has called you and whoever you are, He has a purpose and a plan for you. And if you decide to subscribe to me, I hope that you get the normal person that didn't come from this crazy background of wealth and prosperity, but that honestly, I never thought I would know Jesus. I never ever could have imagined me, the party girl at 18 in college as a sophomore, being the radical person for Christ that I am now, and getting married at literally 20 years old. Like, y'all, I did not foresee that. I never foresaw getting in a military relationship. Like, to be honest, I kind of strayed away from all military people. Like, I just wasn't, that wasn't something that was like, oh, I'm just gonna go marry a military man. Like, that was not my plan. But it was God's. And I think that there's just something about having normal people that are on the internet that are just doing what they love and sharing their life and being encouraging and honestly just changing, I think, like the status quo that you have to be rich and famous to love life, and drinking, sex, alcohol, drugs, like all of these things. Like, I think just starting to change the status quo of the way that young girls and even young people view society and view the church. Like, I don't think that we have enough people doing that. And so thank you for being here. I'm really excited to see what God does on this app and on this platform. I know that He's going to do amazing things, to be very honest with you. I never in my right mind thought He was going to do the crazy things that He did and reach the people that He did with my account on TikTok. Like, I never thought that. So I think it's only going to go up and out. Also, my plan is to post one video a week that pertains to like my deployment talk and my things like that, of that sort. And then my second video of the week will be more of a vlog style content, like day in my life content. And then the third video, if I do a third video each week, which right now I'm pushing out 3 longer videos a week, my third video would be more about like me and what I'm doing that week, travel style content, because I do travel a ton. And so those would be kind of like my 3 videos a week. I do want to let you know that I will be posting at least 2 videos weekly. So you can expect that if you do subscribe. And I do post shorts every day just to fill you guys in. I'm a casual person, so I like to be casual. I like to do casual things and share life with you guys. That's just how I am. And I hope that you like that too. And I'm excited to get to share life with you guys. This is the dress that I'm wearing, and I'm gonna wear some boots with it. It's kind of chilly, again, kind of rainy. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you know that you're just gonna get authenticity, and I hope you're always gonna get encouragement. I love you guys, and stay tuned for Europe videos coming next week. I'll see you then.